Hello everybody. I know I just did an Arcane Odyssey tier list of magic, but now I'm going to do a tier list of builds, which is practically the same thing. Now, the tiers are very, very simple. We got Not Fair, which, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah. And then we got Meta, which is just general meta. Above Average, which is, above average. Meh, which is, yeah. And Weak, which I didn't even bother to use caps lock for. And by the way, we're going to start off strong. Warden is just weak. Like, come on. Spirit weapons may be OP when they released, but guess what isn't released yet? Spirit weapons. I know I'm being a little bit harsh, but no. Weak. Warden is the weakest class currently. Now, in future updates, it has potential. I'm usually going to factor in potential, but Warden just has nothing good about it, and there's no clue what's going to happen when they add spirit weapons. So, it just has to be weak. It just has to be weak. Savant. Above average, honestly. It really depends on who uses it and what build. Savant is the most really dependent on what you do. Savant can be really good, but it usually sucks. But if you do know how to use it, it could go all the way up to here. But it could also be all the way down here. So that's why I'm just going to put it in the middle of above average. Which, now that I think about it, that should be average, but who cares? Then, let's see, Paladin. It's above average. Mage is already so strong. It's just a downgrade of Mage, but that's why I can't even put it in meh or weak. Juggernaut? Meh. It is just a downgrade of Berserker, but Juggernaut does have some potential though. So you know what? I'm gonna put it in above average. By the way, I'm gonna order this, so I'm gonna put Juggernaut a little bit further because it's right here. Knight, meh. There is honestly no reason to play Knight. Mage, not fair. Simply not fair. There's no argument against it. Now, originally, it was the main meta, but then it got nerfed. But it is still the main meta because it's still ridiculous. But I'm not going to spend too much time on Mage because I don't want to, because Mage is boring, just too much damage. Yeah, simply that. Conjurer. I'm going to be honest. This is probably a controversial take, but it's meh. Like, honestly, no, I'm going to put it in the worst of above average. Controversial, I know, considering, oh wait, Conjurer's the meta right now, what are you doing? No. Sand Conjurer is an exception, but everything else is kind of weak, I'm going to be honest. Now, the reason why I didn't put it in meh or weak is because it has potential to be in not fair. However, currently, above average. Warlord, simply meta. Like, there isn't anything about it that makes it unfair, such as Mage, per se. But it is still definitely meta. It's fair. It's strong. I allow it. Good. Warlock, not fair. In fact, even more not fair than Mage. Probably the strongest class right now, even though nobody realizes it. I know that Crystal Iron Leg was nerfed, but I still get 2 hit by it when I'm like level 90. I know I'm not max level, so, but I had like really good armor and I still got 2 hit by it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous stun, ridiculous damage, unfair, not fair. Yeah. Berserker. Now, currently it's a meh, but it has the potential to be not fair. Now, the reason why it is so weak compared to, let's say, Warlock is for one simple reason. The last ability is useless. The sky jump ability, where you can jump into the air. Do you want to know why that's useless? Because it is. With Warlock, you can just put 150 into strength, and then 100 in magic, and then you have all the benefits of Berserker, but with a lot more damage or a lot more speed depending on what build you use. Warrior is simply meta. It's definitely higher than Warlord. Like, everyone says Warrior is like big meta, the strongest of the characters, and they entire game. No, it's not. Here's my tier list. It's pretty good. And there might be more classes later. I honestly doubt it, but you know, there might be. But so you know the exact time, it's May 18th, 3:08 p.m. Canada time. And that is it. Bye everyone. That is my take. Warden sucks.